Wanderers, welcome to Season 2, Episode 18. Before we get into the episode, let's hear from our title sponsor, Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning.
Ho, ho, ho! Hello there! It's your old pal Santa Claus. Yes, the Santa. And I'm here to talk to you about one of my very favorite companies, Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning. They do it all. Low-pressure roof and exterior washing, pressure washing, and even concrete sealing. Gutter clog removal? Check. Window cleaning that will make your reflection wave back at you? Double check. They also have specialized procedures for cleaning food processing areas, solar panels, and even memorials and headstones. Now, hold your reindeer. They don't just like the dirty work. They're introducing a brand new product this year, decorative concrete coating. 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it's tougher than your mother-in-law's fruitcake, and will last longer than a New Year's resolution. It will never fade, chip, or peel. On top of that, it comes with a limited lifetime warranty, because no one likes returning presents. They're not all soaps and suds, though. Since day one, they've donated 10% of their profits back to local children in need. Kind of like me, but they don't break into your house at night for cookies. Their technicians are OSHA certified, professionally trained, and can help you with residential, commercial, or industrial projects. So if your place looks like it hosted the after party for the naughty list, call Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning. They'll clean it up. 812-545-7050 or santaquotes.com.
Big thank you to Santa Claus Exterior Cleaning for coming on board. Check them out today. Get them scheduled this spring. They do a little bit of everything. Before we get into the episode, how about a friendly reminder, Smoke Dragon? If you're watching this video on YouTube, thank you, but make sure you're subscribed. If you're watching it on Spotify or listening to it on Spotify or one of the multitude of platforms we're on, take a moment, pause what you're doing, head over to YouTube, subscribe. While you've got it paused, or you can listen while you do this, make sure you like or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we're all on TikTok.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast,
where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wandering Dutchman! Yeah, yeah! The Wandering Dutchman! Yeah, yeah!
Here we go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, episode 218. If you are keeping score, it is February 22nd as we record this, and we've officially made it into March when this will air. March 1st, sitting at the center of the table with a big old bandage because you could put your thumb in the side of Smoke Dragon's head. It's our buddy, David Allen Smoker. Sitting across from me, sporting the very sporty STL. Nice little Under Armour get up there. Hardwood mace is turned into diamond mace.
There we go.
It is our buddy Big Mace battling through a little bit of a rough throat situation.
Yeah, I sound a lot better today than what I did the last 2 or 3 days.
There we go. And I am Casey.
Looking good, fellow.
Before we get into the episode, let's hear from our Hour One sponsor, our buddy, put it there, brother, Matt Krieg. Hour One is presented by Matt Krieg of Krieg Insurance. I was on the Googler machine looking up some things, and I came across the list that had the top 10 traits of successful insurance agents. They ranged from problem solver and self-motivated to honest and resilience. The 2 that really stuck with me were passionate and good listener. By the time I finished the list, I realized that I was looking at the traits of our buddy, Matt Krieg. Whether you are looking for life insurance, health insurance, or Medicare supplements, Matt Krieg is dedicated to helping you and your family. Give Matt a call today and see what he can do for you.
One hell of a model American.
Our buddy Matt Krieg,
Go
thank
see
you.
him today. Go see him today if you need any insurance stuff.
as we know, life is can change in an instant, and be prepared. Why did he wait for us to start recording to go rustle around like a raccoon in a trash can trying to grab a cold bush light?
Can do what he wants. He's couch guy. Man.
Freaking couch guy. Unbelievable. Here we go. It is the week of February 22nd.
There she goes.
We've made it to the end, fellas. Another month down.
You know, this month is leap year.
Yeah.
There's 29 days in February this year.
Dave, you got any wild thoughts on leap year?
No, I guess I really hadn't put too much thought to it this year.
Is it something that
I'll try to get something better for season 6 though.
6
4 years.
is
Appreciate
that what
that.
it is for?
Yeah.
Yeah, every 4 years.
So like, there's people that won't have a birthday for 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, like legitimately.
Here's the question. Would you rather it be February 28th or March 1st that you celebrate your birthday?
Oh, March 1st, probably, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what I'd pick.
We'll have to take a poll on that. I know some people that are.
I feel like a
leap year
spring birthday sounds better than a yucky
Shitty
winter,
February birthday.
Even though
Hey,
it's only
No
a day.
offense.
Thanks, assholes.
Swing's birthday's today.
Yeah, I saw it. Happy birthday, big fan of the
I
show.
FaceTimed him earlier and sang happy birthday to him.
With your gravelly.
It was something.
It was
It
beautiful.
was something.
I believe it.
Score.
So does their birth certificate like legitimately read?
February 29th.
So what would their driver's license have on it?
February 29th.
That's their birthday, dipshit.
Well, but I'm just thinking you only celebrate it once every 4 years then.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what day you celebrate. I mean, doesn't matter. Oh, Casey.
Would you
Yeah.
just try to celebrate it like I don't know, like
Every year, like you
59?
said, like you just do it March 1st. Like it's just happy birthday. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, hey, your birthday is.
And that's what I'm talking about, this BS time thing. That's all because we've made time and it doesn't work out for 24 hours.
Yeah, so like
Done and-
realistically, you would gain a day. Like, well, how does that work?
You gain a quarter of a day
Every year.
every year.
Yeah. So therefore, you know, when she
So you would turn 1 and then 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, and then you'd be 2 on your 4th year.
no.
No.
What I'm saying is like, whereas okay, so we're born on 29,
Yeah.
you just count 365 days,
Oh.
and the date, whatever that would fall on that year, would be the day you celebrate your actual birthday.
Which most would then celebrate March 1.
Yeah, but then like you said, if you gained a quarter of a day, it's either going to be but as you continue to age, 365 days from that day,
Yeah.
it's going to be all
Well,
good math,
I mean,
right?
you laughed at my
People are
early.
going to say that we're the biggest silly people, silly silly butts on the internet for not being able to track this down. But there's got to be some sort of scientific, 365 days from February 29, 2024. Like if we had a baby tomorrow.
Well, we're not going to have a baby.
But I mean, if we did, we could. It's 2024, David.
True. True.
If we had a baby tomorrow, and then, in 365 days from tomorrow,
It's his birthday.
it's its birthday again. But what would be the calendar day of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, here again, I mean, I'm not going to look it up, but people are like, yeah, it's going to be March 1st, you moron, whatever. But then 365 days from then, what day would it be?
March 1st.
You would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Couch guy
It's
said
kinda
he's
how it
just
works.
holding up the finger.
That's kind of how
We can't trust Couch Guy.
I trust
No.
him.
He's got diabetes.
he shot up earlier.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Asked
gonna-
David if this was the first time intravenous drugs have been used in lounge, and he said yes.
Oh, that's a good thing,
Without
David.
a doubt.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Hey, I was
Insulin's a hell of a drug.
it is. I was on the road to work and I passed by a gas station. And
Magnum condoms and
no. This was in Bird's Eye.
Red Bulls and Magnums, baby.
I bet that guy stopped in on Monday, got him another box of probably Wednesday. How many come in those
Think
little
he jacks
boxes?
off
3?
with them or something, or does this guy just
I don't know.
bathing in vag?
I bet he's knee deep in it.
Yeah.
So I was driving by Bird's Eye, and I generally try to drive through Bird's Eye as quick as possible.
Hey, do you know where Bird's Eye is?
Yes.
Do you?
I mean, I've been to Birdseye.
I mean, but like, do you really know where it is? Bird's Eye.
Intersection
Right
of
next to the whistle stop.
It's about this close from a bird's ass.
Hey, that should make Mrs. Smoker
Hey,
happy.
there you go, Miss Smoker.
You guys need to do jokes on your show. Yeah.
We're not funny.
Yeah, we're
You
not.
know? Like
There's a lot of people that would agree with that statement.
Spike the punch bowl.
Yeah, we can't go in there. Already off the hot start. So, anyways, I was cruising through, and the gas station, I always look to see who's over there. Not that I have a clue who the hell they are.
Yeah.
Some old boy, while he's filling up the old unit,
Yeah.
ripping darts and pumping gas, baby.
I used to smoke while I pumped gas when I was a young man.
Statistically,
It's hard. I don't think a cigarette
you can only
ignite it.
lie if you light it while you're pumping.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Screwed. If you like, we have done the experiment before where you
Throwing a cigarette in wet gas, it doesn't do anything.
we took a cigarette.
In wet gas, you've gotten dry gas before?
Well, I meant
Just
okay,
liquid, like liquid
gas, not
gasoline.
gas vapor.
Yeah. We took cigarettes and put it in a cup of gas and they just go out.
Yeah.
It's a flash point. Like, even if you took a big drag, like you took a big drag,
Had some ash on that?
well, like
Like
when the
grandma
cherry,
playing
cherry's
slots
still
with
when
it?
the cherry's still real hot and then threw it in there, it still goes out.
Yeah.
It's just it's a flash point. It's
The spark,
yeah.
the ignition.
Yeah. So if you go out there and whip that Zippo right when you're like leaning over to tie your shoe and those vapors are shooting out of that fill tube, you're probably going to
Toast.
4th of July there.
Do you think, I don't know, it's just a wild, like if you're there pumping gas next to the guy and let's say you don't have the knowledge about.
What do you do? What are you doing, idiot?
Yeah.
I about called a filler out at the gas station this afternoon myself.
Uh-oh.
He didn't buy Magnums or.
He was sitting on his little moped unit scratching scratchers outside the gas station.
Yeah.
But he was parked in like the prime
Oh,
handicap park, like right next to the rank. You know what I mean? I'm like, this mother lover. But I was like, now, daggone it, on one hand,
What
it
if
won't
he is
take him long-
handicapped?
He wasn't. I seen him strutting around, checking his cards, smoking his cigarettes,
Okay.
doing his.
We're
his
not
damn-
stereotyping or anything. We're
No, I just literally watched him walk.
yeah.
And he didn't seem to have a hitch in his giddy up.
Right.
No, I suppose maybe he would have moved had somebody pulled up, but I was watching.
you really think he would have give two shits to move if.
I was ready to
Mother
chuck
Teresa.
a daggone
None.
windshield cleaner at him.
Not. I was ready to tomahawk a squeegee at that son of a bitch.
Speaking of
Move
which,
your state birds. Nope,
No,
that's
that's
a
a
miller.
moth.
That's a moth. A miller fly.
speaking of windshields, so I
put new wipers on the warden's.
Oh,
car.
I was putting new wipers on, and the this is on Lady Tank, and it slipped out of my hand, caught the windshield.
It's cracked. Oh God, Casey.
I was like, oh yeah. I told
Hey,
her,
just bring it down to my house.
we've already replaced it.
The windshield,
Yeah,
Safe Light,
yeah.
nice.
The Logan from Safe Light
That's
came out,
cool, man.
came out and
To
did
the
it.
house.
Yeah,
That's neat, isn't it?
Dad.
That's a wild.
The only thing that happened is the lady that I talked to on the phone didn't tell me about. Hey, make sure you have
Safe
$500
Light
ready.
repairs, Safe Light replace. Oh, imagine that.
Yeah. So this
Did
guy,
have no cash.
this guy was like,
He had to
hey,
go break those thousands.
yeah. So
Squad.
Had to dig another jar up.
this guy was like, so yeah, you got your
God damn it.
$500 deposit,
I
right?
dug the 20s up.
Yeah. Well, you just got to grab a handful of them. And I was like, no, the lady didn't say anything about having cash for you.
You lied to him.
No, she didn't tell me.
Oh,
I don't recall that conversation with her. So
Listen, this lawyer, I don't recall.
not to my knowledge.
not to my knowledge. And so luckily, Papa Frank, fan of the show,
Atta baby.
I said, hey, can I borrow $500? He's like, what happened? I was like, gotta pay.
Why do they always say that? What the hell happened?
Yeah.
What do you need? What's going
Yeah.
on?
Gotta pay Safe Light. He's like, oh, well, are you there at the house? And I was like, no, I'm at work. And he goes, well, you want me? And so I think he hung out with Logan as Logan put the windshield back in.
Yeah.
So, because that lady on the phone,
I had it out of the track earlier,
Yeah. You got to watch it.
and now it's in the track, so it's gliding.
Yeah, be careful now.
It's gliding greatly now.
Looks like it's falling off, maybe.
So to update everybody what's
We got
going
a
on
new-
right
we got
now,
a new rig in here.
Smoke Dragon did some work,
It ain't going anywhere.
some upgrades on the table,
Okay.
and I just tested it out. So yeah, Dad and Logan from Safe Light, they hung out. So probably a fan of the show now,
Yeah.
but it all works out pretty good, I guess.
Speaking of new fans, gaining new fans. So the baseball facility I was telling you about, in
Yeah.
Evansville, so we were down there. What are you doing? Leave it alone. It's fine.
Couch guy, you're exposing yourself.
God.
We'll edit it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound healthy, Dave.
Well, I mean, it's not.
Just don't look at it.
Yeah, yeah. The definitely is bent, so not all four wheels are in at once. But I think as long as two is.
See, yeah, that's what I mean. We're in. It's not going anywhere.
I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
Good shape.
Okay, but yeah, we don't have to edit all.
So new fans.
Yeah, so
at
we're
the hitting place.
We're down here at this baseball facility. And
How's Max's swing looking?
he's pitching. He's pitching lessons.
Oh,
Yeah, he was throwing. By the way,
Heat?
yeah, like mid-60s. Is that good for a 10-year-old kid?
yeah, I would say it's
Yeah, it's like his velos
from 45 feet. Now he needs to be long tossing, so he's ready for 90
Well,
here.
he's got. So this guy's got a peculiar thing.
60,
and I
60,
like it.
Not 90.
The softball.
Yeah, throwing softballs, throwing a weighted softball, doing plyo bands. Like this kid, this guy, I like him. His name's Connor, Coach Connor. You have to follow him on TikTok. He does TikTok lives on some of his lessons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's trying to grow his channel and stuff like that. So we'll have to give him a shout out.
Where's he hail from?
Newburgh.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't know where he's originally from.
Oh, okay.
That's where he lives now.
Gotcha.
So he's a local guy now.
Yeah, gotcha.
Works out of this little academy down there. We've been taking the two older ones down there for some lessons and stuff. And you know what? Whatever. You know, it keeps them fresh, keeps them going. And then they've got some batting cages down there, and we got a little package figured out for that. And yeah, I mean it's cool. There was a whole ass baseball team in there the other day taking batting practice.
So somebody from this place is a follower now.
Yes, they are.
Okay. You mentioned you got new.
Big fans of the show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
big fans. Got it.
When I was telling him about, he was talking. I was showing him our software for the reels and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "So it just does this for you?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's really cool. It's expensive, but I mean, it's a pretty neat deal." And I was showing him that, and he was like, "Wow!" And then whenever he pulled up our YouTube channel, he just immediately smashed subscribe. And I was like, "Hey, man, I appreciate that." He's like, "Hell yeah, dude, I like this kind of crap."
He might have
Cool.
unsubscribed too,
No,
As soon as
just
he
to
looked
get you
over.
off his back.
I don't think so. Maybe
Oh,
he'll-
Connor's a good-
Yeah, he
good
seems
kid.
like a good.
Coach Connor's a good dude.
Mhm.
But,
Coach Connor's a good
hey,
dude.
another shout out.
Okay.
This is another shout out. Huge shout out.
Okay.
Do you guys ever, you know, a lot of people that are pretty important people?
No.
Well, I mean, in your line of work, you could come across people that
Yes.
you've had a conversation with, you know, like
Yes.
some of the contractual
Yes.
negotiations that go on with some of the acts.
I would agree with that.
Whatever.
I don't want you to make it like pump my tires here.
No,
Like
I'm not going to tug you
I'm
off or
salt
nothing
of the
like
earth
that.
guy.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, we put our pants on one leg at a time, same
Yeah.
deal, you know, whatever.
What?
Huh?
Smoke has
Shut
Mrs.
up.
Smoke
I'm
put him
shut
on.
up. But then, like, so when you see somebody on TV, like on national TV,
Yeah.
did you not slurp your tea in
I
the
just realized what I did.
Jesus Christ.
I was listening to one of the other episodes, and you could just hear me rocking ice back
Yeah,
here, and I'm like,
every
this is
time,
terrible.
Every time. Good metal tumbler again, huh? Good choice.
Hey, no
Gonna get this
ice.
guy styrofoam.
But
no ice.
So, like, when you see somebody on TV, you're like, hey, I know that dude. Like, I've had actual conversations with that guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, like, it's kind of neat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
home. So, last Saturday morning or Sunday morning, it might have been Saturday or Sunday, not for sure. The FS1, Fox Sports, had live coverage of the Bassmaster Elite Series Opens
Mm.
Okay.
on Lake Ouachita,
Oklahoma?
in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
And I'll be damned if a good friend of ours, Mr. Matt Baker, whose grandfather was best buddies with Jimmy Bardwell,
Oh,
when they were growing up as kids.
yeah.
And Matt Baker on the championship day was in the top 10, and he had a cameraman in his boat.
That's cool.
And he was watching, or we watched him all morning. Me and Max did, watching him fish.
Yeah.
And, every now and then he'd come up on TV and stuff like that, like they through Bass Tracker Live, like they bounce from different boats, they'll split screen. It's really neat.
Yeah.
He was wearing the White River Fish Camp hat from 2023.
Yeah.
And on the side it said, "In memory of Jim Bardwell."
Oh, that's cool.
It was neat as shit, dude.
That is good.
He ended up making it across the big stage. Finished second.
That's awesome.
Got him a spot in an elite event, or maybe not. I don't think he secured a spot in an elite event. I think you do that if you win an open, but I'm sure he got a pretty cool check.
Enough points to qualify maybe for an elite event.
He definitely got a check, and then.
So he's a fan of our show.
Well, if he's not, he will be now because we're going to tag the shit out of him.
Oh,
Just
okay.
made a note here.
Yeah,
though.
to tag the shit.
Oh,
out of him.
okay.
But no,
Matt Baker, huh?
Yeah, Matt Baker from Arkansas. I met him. He comes up to fish camp, and he's been coming up since he was a little feller.
So he's a young guy.
Yeah, he's 23, 21, 22, somewhere in that area.
We talk about other sports.
He went to Arkansas Tech and fished in college.
Gotcha. We talk about sports that would be great to play or be a part of, but you got to think, like, if you're a professional fisherman,
They're grinders, dude.
and that's the only tough spot. That is,
Grinders.
you can't
We're
take
gonna
any days off.
We'll hopefully get a guy in here in the lounge that's a local guy that is kind of birthing his way, hopefully making his way to that level.
Yeah.
One of these days to the big show. But
That would be good.
just to listen to him talk about the lifestyle. And I've fished a couple like elementary grade level tournaments, as far as that. But the tournament trail that I fished was the Indiana Bass Federation Nation qualifiers.
Yeah.
And there was dudes that, like, that's a points thing. And I always fished like the end of the season 2-day super tournament, so it was always a 2-day deal. And the top 10 or 15 guys, 10 guys out of that would form Team Indiana, and then they would go fish in the following year's nationals. And if you win that, basically you're like 3 steps away from getting a spot in the Bassmaster Classic. And there's been like 3 or 4 guys from Indiana make it to the Classic through the same trail.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I mean, but like, dude, you don't understand, like the pre-fishing, like these guys got to put in some time.
You got to scout,
Put in
all that
some time,
stuff.
man. Waypoint after waypoint, finding this, finding that, knowing what the fish are doing. Like if you want to be competitive, you know what I mean? And that's, I mean, it's insane. I'm sure we could have Wyatt come out and he could tell us the whole
Which,
deal.
speaking of spring and on TV, Major League Baseball has reported for spring training.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good buzz about Holland native, Colson Montgomery.
You get something in your soul patch there.
What do I got?
I don't know. It's something white. I don't know if maybe
I am a little bit older.
leftovers or something there.
Yeah.
You got it. It's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, we're good. But
Yeah, he made a bold statement that
yeah.
he was going to do whatever it took to get a spot on the roster.
for 2024.
Yeah, for this season.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
It'd be
That's
super cool. Real
Yeah.
cool.
It would be. But yeah, baseball's kind of full. I was able to watch my first.
So is he fit? Sorry, he's in Arizona, right? Playing for the Desert Dogs?
No, wherever the White Sox do spring trainings, where he's at, and I think they are in Arizona.
Is it in Phoenix?
So he's in the Cactus League.
Cactus League. No.
No, they're either in Florida or in Arizona.
He had a shirt on though that said like Desert Dogs.
That could have been their short. Could have been any time. Like it could have been Arizona Fall League,
Winter League or something.
Yeah, it could have been a lot of those things. But no, I don't know. I just saw the article. I hadn't looked into it too much, but I know last year he was in big league camp for a long time. And that's really probably, I would think he's back there in big league camp. Because the next goal would be you get to the end of big league camp and they put you on the 40-man roster. I think it's 40-man roster. Now the 40-man roster means
Glendale.
you make league minimum. And so you make more than what obviously he first round draft pick, like there's money, that money there anyways, but a lot of that signing bonus money. So if you can get on major league roster.
So they're all over the map. in Arizona. Mesa, Phoenix,
Cubs are in Mesa.
Scottsdale, Phoenix. These are all their
Yeah.
spring training games.
See, and a lot of these.
Now these games here would be these spring training games would be like this. All this says is Kansas City Royals at Chicago White Sox split squad. So that would mean if you're on the 40-man roster, then
it just depends on what they want to look at.
Yeah.
So let's say Kansas City in one game is going to throw a righty, and then in the other game they're going to throw a lefty. They may split up. The White Sox may say, "Hey, I want to see what this guy, how he's improved against left-handed pitching."
right.
Even though he's in the big league camp, he may go play with minor leaguers that day. Like it's a wild thing.
We could buy a ticket to go to this game for $5. On stuff.
$600
plane ride.
to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we could walk.
We could just, they'd be
We could
done
just
with
start-
spring
We're
training.
gonna start now.
Yeah, that'd be a tough spot.
Wild deal there.
But it's hopefully all the success in the world that it works out. But
that's insane, man, to think that literally a kid from Little Holland, Indiana is going to hopefully play in the big dogs. One
yeah,
of these days.
and hopefully make it.
That's neat.
So I've had two interesting experiences on TikTok this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first one, hockey talk, is unreal
Oh, yeah.
because there was a mic'd up moment with a rookie, or not mic'd up moment.
Hey, buddy.
That they did an interview with him. I think he was with the New York Rangers.
One of Donnybrook?
And he basically, there was a veteran skated up to him there getting ready to drop the puck and get started. And he goes, yeah, it's wild. And they're showing the fight as this goes on. This guy's like 6'8",
Oh,
6'7", 6'8". And he's like,
Teeth or no teeth?
he's got his teeth yet.
That's nuts.
But he was talking about like, well, what was the conversation? Like he rolled up and he congratulated me on making it to the league. Like, it's a huge honor, and welcomed me, and then said, you want to go? And the rookie was like, hell yeah. So they dropped gloves.
No
to have
shit.
the fight.
Like before the game even
Yeah,
started.
yeah. Like they dropped the puck, and he's like, they dropped gloves and they're ready to go.
That's awesome.
And then they got done fighting, and the veteran was like, hey, nice fight. But like, where the sports world,
Yeah, man.
before you get started,
Yep.
where you're like, hey, Smoke, welcome to the bigs. Been watching your career as you've come up through juniors, whatever. Hey, nice, glad to have you here. Welcome, man. You're gonna have a nice long career. I wish you all the best. And hey, you want to go? You want to scrap?
Yeah.
Unless you want to be the world's biggest baby back bitch, yeah. You say
Hell yeah.
yes.
Hell yeah.
And so they did. And then,
They
hey,
said
nice
that's-
fight.
So I've been to a couple of the minor league ones here, and I know we've talked about this before, but as long as you stay on your feet, you're good to go.
Yeah.
But once you hit the ice,
They try to, because it can get bad. So I think it's just cool. We don't have, like, the Thunderbolts is a great time. We made a game this year. Should have
Are
made
they
another
over?
one. I don't think they are yet.
yeah,
I
because
think
we
they're
got
still
like
playing.
4 or 5 passes from the school yet we need to use.
Yeah, I don't think they're over yet. The next one, this is a wild trip, and they're called the Galactivatorson or the Galact. I'm just gonna look it up real quick, but they are. It's an interesting. They came up in the old 4-year page, and I don't know why, but they're the Galactivators, Dave. And the Galactivators, I'm sure they won't mind if we do this, but this is just a little
It's
bit of...
Galactivators here, and we're live right now. So hit that live button from 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Let me see this.
It's going to be fun. Lots of improvisation.
Yep, I
music,
saw them the other day.
Freestyling, beatboxing.
No
Actually, just
way.
give them a taste. You ready?
I'm done. You're too
Sure
close
thing,
to the
St.
mic.
J. Galactivators here today. Come and join us, our fairy family.
All right, you're done. That is insane.
so
What
it's-
is happening with that?
I don't
I
know.
was thinking they were like a religious group, though. Like the one that I stumbled onto, they were like beatboxing over some, sick Bible verses or something.
This lady she's got the snake around her neck, but not that kind of snake. But I don't know. It just came across like I was scrolling late one night.
They were on
America's Got Talent.
and everything.
I think they didn't make it very far.
I wouldn't.
But I think I was watching college baseball because college baseball started this past weekend, and I was starting earlier. But I watch a lot of Hawaii baseball because first pitch, 11:30 midnight. It's perfect. Janelle's asleep, kids are asleep, dogs are asleep, and I'm up, and I've just scrolled through, and they came across, and I I couldn't help it. Shout out to the Galactivators, out in Long Beach, Love Beach or whatever they call
Casey,
it.
this is a wild deal here, bud.
You scroll through and look at a lot of their stuff, and it's
there's no no hate or nothing, no shots fired on the old Galactivators, but that's wild.
But they were doing a
How
show.
many followers they got? You think?
They were doing a show somewhere,
A couple mil.
and they were playing to like an empty crowd.
43.
The Galactivators.
No.
They have 18.2 thousand followers.
Not a baby.
45.2 thousand likes. Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
Music and merch. So,
Well, not necessarily as
Jenna's got them beat.
Yes, she does.
did she hit over the mill mark?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Did anybody reach out and want to?
Not that I know of, unless they offered her a good deal. That, like
SRDs.
she's bailing on me.
Huh. Speaking of nothing as cool as the Galactivators, but it was almost one of those type of things like seeing people on TV. But it was the without going into extreme detail and no names or nothing like that or describing where the guy works or anything like of that nature. But I know
Port Novelet.
no, this is not him. I know an individual that got to go to a CIA retirement party in Washington, D.C. for a person that retired from the CIA. Wasn't that and he said that like they had to go through pretty extensive background checks and black tie affair and like all kinds of shit.
That's pretty cool.
It is wild, isn't it? Like to think that, like to go. And I mean, I don't think this person's acquaintance was like in the shit in the CIA, but still affiliated with the CIA.
Wasn't a receptionist?
Yeah, no, he may have. Like this person may have been a receptionist, or like
have been
like a
in the
pencil,
mail room,
like a pencil sharpener or something.
Well, it's
like it wasn't like a covert,
charging the batteries on the earpiece.
yeah, like a covert spy or anything like that. Yeah,
well,
That's what he wants you to think.
I talked to a buddy
right.
that should remain nameless this past week. Big fan of the show, though. But he was commenting on, we talked about China hacking everything.
It happened today.
And he said, we've been dealing with or knowing about this for a year plus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like no news. He's like, you guys are talking about old news. And I was
He
like,
was telling us that we needed to take all of our money out of our bank accounts last summer already about, funky shit that's going on.
who was?
This? I'm probably assuming this is the same guy you were talking about.
Oh, no. Different guy.
Okay.
Different guy. So,
But no, that was crazy. One more thing I had wrote down here is scary old drivers. Been a little bit of an uptick with that lately. Working out on the road. At what point do you think it's time to take the keys from Mama and Papa? Like, where does that fall in? Because I know it was
That's tough.
It was very tough with Wild Bill, but he was blind. Like Wild Bill was blind as shit.
yeah.
Like walk in the room and not know who you were, and then you got to get like right up in his face. Oh, hey, honey. He knew who we were. But taking them keys away were pretty rough on old Wild Bill. But it needs to be. There's got to be a time. And here's the thing too. The BMV, which there again, you don't want the government telling you what you need to do or not. But when Granny goes back in there to, update her driver's license and she's 104 and she's got to like get her walker jimmied through the front door.
But if she can still drive.
I understand. But what I'm saying is like they need to be more. I think.
You want more government overreach in your life?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. But that's why I prefaced that by saying that. But I don't know. For me, being like a road worker that has to spend a lot of time like in the, I guess you would almost call it death zone for said driver.
Yeah.
Tough spot. I don't know if it's the spring weather that's kind of got them out.
People start getting out.
creeping out of their eyes.
Yeah, like they're slowly starting to emerge and
from their hibernation.
holy shit, dude. Like,
Although I think it's supposed to get chilly again this weekend.
Might snow tomorrow. I had nothing to stick, but it might.
oh.
Oh, that's what. Well, maybe it changed, but
No, I just said, like, the other day it was real pretty and we were working on a rather, busier stretch in town there. And I mean, good God, we're dodging. I mean, like damn near hitting our cones, like in our separation and shit,
Well, I do that just to get close to say hi.
oh,
yeah,
good
just
Lord.
wave.
Well, yeah, but I know you're completely under control. Whereas the other boys, I mean, kind of sketch.
My Papa Frank had to do it to his mother. I think they grounded her because I think it got to the point where you can't. I don't know. I think it's a tough conversation.
For sure.
And I think it's a difficult one to have. But there is a larger safety issue at hand because you don't want.
Grandpa Bill or Grandpa Marvin, he put the ice machine at Morpherlast through the wall with the old Crown Vic, pulling up there, where the
Well, it's a pain in the ass to have to pay and get the ice afterwards.
no, I mean,
And there wasn't a scratch on the Crown Vic.
No, he transformed the Crown Vic into a damn bulldozer and just jammed that bitch straight through the wall. And that's just a simple, classic mix up. The long, the rectangle pedal that goes side to side, got it mixed up with the rectangle pedal that goes up and down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it's tough. I'm sure there's some parents or folks that listen to this that have had to do it for their parents. But,
I know mine have, both of them.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. I just looking out for one another and stuff like that. And I know it's a conversation that people don't want to have, but God bless America, man. I just hate to see something bad happen. Spooky.
Yeah. So the cycle of IU Hoosier athletic fans
Oh, God.
has been completed, Dave.
Okay.
The great high anticipation of going to be a really good ball club.
Oh, God. Okay.
Gonna do, make the tournament, gonna make noise in the Big
Well,
Ten.
you talking about who was at the game?
Gonna
last
be
night?
world beaters. No, I'm just talking about my social media. And this is not shots fired at anybody.
People want they want Woody to go away now.
I don't foresee it happening.
No.
I mean, and we're not a sports podcast, but the social media watching of the conversation about IU athletics, it happens every year. You can almost set your calendars by it. And I love it when that sadness finally creeps back in.
Chris Tucker was at the game last night. That's where I thought you were
Who
going.
in the hell is Chris Tucker?
Are you kidding
The
me?
comedian guy.
Oh, that
The
Chris
actor.
Tucker.
The black guy, the actor, Chris Tucker.
So why was that such a big deal?
I don't know.
Is he a big Nebraska fan?
I don't know why he was there in Bloomington. I don't know. He was just there. They made it
Oh,
a deal on the old Big Ten network to show him.
That's the Rush Hour guy, right?
Yeah.
yeah, with Jackie Chan.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Jackie Chan,
And he's on The Fifth Element.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
With the weird hair.
Yeah.
oh, he
Looked
is
like
with Bruce
Hubert.
Willis and
Yeah. That really hot girl that's Russian.
who?
Mila Jovovich.
Couch guy had that.
it? Jovovich.
Comrade Couch guy had it over there.
That was like Spank Bank material way back
Oh,
when they first found her, and she had that old raggy T-shirt on with no bra on and them little pokies through her T-shirt. My God, I guarantee you that there was many of
young boys, pause on that.
yes, sir.
Pause game strong.
Guarantee you.
Smoke, you got anything exciting?
Yeah, it's just been one hell of a week since we last met, I suppose.
Well, we didn't even do a weekly update, did we?
No.
Well,
We just jumped right into it.
Just bullshitting.
Yeah, we can do it now.
Yeah, so, well, I don't know. We recorded on a Thursday, and then Friday I got the call that my face spot was the face cancer, and that was cool. And then they called, and my blood work came back, and I got that low T, and I ain't talking about a little low. Like, I'm talking like days away from my first period.
When you start your
And,
period, yeah. Like,
And
man,
I don't know. I've been thinking.
what did he send the other day? He goes, guys, my testosterone's so low that I'm pretty sure my nipples are going to start leaking
Yeah,
when
if
I hear
another baby cry.
If I hear a baby cry,
And the only thing I can think is somewhere in the last year, I remember talking with some retired gentleman, and I don't know who the hell it was, but he was bitching about how he got invited to golf, but he had to be there at 10, and he don't like doing anything before 10. And I made some comment about, oh, well, poor fella, wish I had those retired guy problems. And I think the old Lord above said, well, hey, how about skin cancer and low T? And
yeah,
I don't know. They put a hole in my head that I don't know that John Holmes could fill. You know what I mean?
It was
that's
a
big mother trucker.
yes, sir. It was a pretty sure that your
I could have gone. I'd have gone pinky deep.
first knuckle.
Yeah, first knuckle. She'd have probably, yeah,
pinky.
And I ain't even got that much fat right there. I don't know what's going on.
That's a hell of a hole in the side of your head.
Mhm.
But now I got this thing on. I can't take it off for a week. So the missus is real happy because she's been washing my hair for me every evening.
Oh, what a sweet lady.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Have you showered?
Yeah, she's got a shower cap or two that I'll throw on.
Goes down around your face, huh?
Well, I just pull it down real
He
low.
puts his face in a bag.
I'll be damned.
It's got pink flamingos on
You
it.
know, one of them big
I got to
fucking,
shower quick. I can't hold my breath
one of them
that
big
long.
brass scuba diver helmets from the 30s. Dave's in there.
He took it right off the mantle and put that some bitch on.
Hey, Jenna, call that the movie The Abyss. Tell him if we need to get that big helmet up here. I got.
Oh, shit.
I'm starting to stank pretty good. I need to take a shower.
But the missus and I finally went out and got us a date night with none of them kids.
And you
last
look
Friday.
good too. They stopped by the house to pick up some stuff, and they looked great. It was a good time.
Where'd you go?
Mama T's. Never had a steak there before, so I had a steak.
What'd you
there.
get?
Oh,
Just ribeye. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't like the.
Did you get the Hardy cut one?
No, I got the smaller one.
petite little flower.
And you just wonder why you got low T.
I guess.
Well,
it's
red
all-
meat, does red meat boost your tea or lower your tea there?
I don't know. I'm not sure what it does, but it can't help it because
There's
I eat
that,
a lot
what's
of
that
red
shit
meat.
that you're seeing on TikTok now? It's called like that Shilajit,
Collagen.
no, it's like SHILIJU. It's like a natural Himalayan medicine.
You know them
man.
Himalayans. They
And
got
it's
to figure it out.
some-
It looks like tar, like it's real gooey shit that you can put in like hot water and what I don't know. It's kind of a process, but I don't know. It's kind of snake.
God, speaking of red meat, I finally tried that bacon me and my buddy made.
Yeah,
And now I'm sure
Shilajit. Yeah, it's what.
somewhere I've surely had better bacon. But I know that I
Merkley's.
bought plenty of bacon. It wasn't near that good. And I mean, it's. I'm not saying it's.
Merkley's was
far above
yours was
average.
better than Merkley's.
No. You're
Oh.
not hearing me.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying I paid for bacon in my life that does not compare to what we made for the first batch.
right.
Gotcha.
Because you get bad bacon sometimes.
Not at Merkley's, though.
No, but I'm just saying in my life in general.
Look at the price tag on that shit.
200. Now, where's that come
For
from?
100 grams,
Where's the sea legit come from?
golden Shilajit.
The Himalayas.
Sea legit.
They mine that
red.
where they get the salt from.
Only
Gold grade.
Pink kind.
Yeah, Himalayan pink salt.
I don't know. This is all over TikTok though. The people are using that.
Do you trust anything you could buy off of TikTok?
It's a potent source of fulvic acid, which is known for its antioxidant process, anti-inflammatories, boost energy and stamina, all kinds of shit, dude. Like it's just crazy. Right there it is. Enhances testosterone levels.
Well, you could get, what is that with Frank Thomas?
Makes your cock harder.
X Factor?
Like bull.
Like bull.
I thought X Factor was Joe Rogan.
Not
That's
X,
fear factor.
Not X Factor.
Guys, look. Both of these are going down, boys.
Oh, no.
It's going down.
We didn't get a replacement.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
I'll bring one next week.
What are we going to do for the second half of the show?
Talk fast.
I mean, like that some bitch getting ready to go as we speak here.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, I'll go real quick here. I've got my surgery scheduled.
Hey.
I'm having surgery. I'm getting that ganglion cyst.
Oh, red meat is the first food to consider to increase testosterone
Told you.
levels.
I eat lots of red meat.
Red meat is high in zinc, an
Good
important mineral for testosterone production. Additionally, it contains a good amount of healthy
That's what a
fat,
stroke sounds like.
which also help boost testosterone levels.
Well, if I didn't have red meat, then
I think you need to go on the carnivore diet, Joe
done that
Rogan
before.
style.
I've done that before.
I think you just start.
Where are we going to get elk, though?
I got beef in
How are
there.
we going to jimmy that sumbitch over the fence?
I got beef in there.
No, you need elk.
No, that's horse shit.
No, you need elk, not a horse. That's stringy. Butchered this horse last Tuesday. Fixing she was wrecking she was fixing to turn.
Good.
So
Yeah.
surgery scheduled.
Yeah, next Wednesday, February 28th. So,
Here in Jasper?
yeah, Memorial Hospital. Not too thrilled about that, but I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But should be outpatient. Hopefully, got to be there at 5:30 in the morning.
Got to be there. That's when they're starting.
No, I got to be there to
Oh,
register at 5:30.
okay.
So if I had to guess, I'd say surgery's probably 7.
Seems
Now, do
pretty.
they knock you out for this?
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Tube down the throat, big dog surgery. Yeah.
Oh, that's when the
He
two
asked
guys
me-
release on you.
Yeah, because he asked me, he said, "You got sleep apnea?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." He said, "Oh, yeah, you're getting a combi tube. Or not a combi tube." He's like, "You're getting an airway." And I was like, "God damn it." He's like, "Hey, man, I'm just covering my bases here." And I guess one of the specialty doc that's like, so I didn't know this, but there's a local doctor that's in this same office that does this nerve-related podiatry work
Yeah.
and has been doing it on an international level and teaching these procedures on an international level for like 20 plus years.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that is pretty
And
cool.
he said that he usually clears his schedule for these, like, not necessarily like cyst resections, but like there's other times where these nerve impingements are caused by other issues, if you could imagine. And that's his jam. Like he gets down on them nerves. Them nerves. He's all about them nerves.
Gets in on them.
But it'll be a cut. He said it's going to be pretty gnarly. Quite a bit of stitches. He's about 2 hours surgery. Hour and a half, he said, if it goes good. But I'll be an incision above the sock line that goes above the sock line over the ball of your ankle and then slightly wrapping around to the bottom of your foot just in front of your heel is what he said. Because there's 4 where that trunk, that nerve tunnel or that trunk of nerves comes down.
Yeah.
It splits like 2 or 3 different times right in there. And he said, we got to make sure that when we get that cyst, we got to find it and find the stalk. I didn't know that. But I guess that's what he called, like, where the cysts originates from. Don't know where it's coming from, whether it's from my ball of my ankle, from where the tibia comes down and hooks in, or fibula, whichever leg bone. I don't know where it's coming from. So they got to go back and find the stalk of the cyst and cut it off there. And he said either tie it off, cauterize it, or whatever. Because he said the unfortunate thing with ganglion cysts is they can come back. And he said, like, if we get in there and find the stalk and cut it off and cauterize it and get it all, he said you only got a 20% chance. But if we can't find the stalk and we have to get it, he said you got about a 40% chance it could come back.
That's no bueno.
It sucks. But other than that, 3-week minimum. He said, hopefully, I'll walk out of the hospital.
So you'll be able to podcast.
100%, yeah. Because you sit during that.
Yeah.
But I'll, and no pain pills either. So I should be good shape.
Because they probably want you to be able to feel those nerves.
Well, no, they're going to put he called it like a pain pump, but it's not there's no button.
Oh, it's like what Dad had for his knee
They
replacement.
put a ball of medicine inside.
Yeah.
Time release type of thing.
And he said it should last up 5 days. It's just full of local anesthetic that just slowly releases within 5
Yeah, it's kind of like the same. Because like when Dad had his knee replaced, they try to do those with pregnant women in the back.
Epidural.
Epidurals.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't have to put them as under as much
Yeah.
to make that knee surgery same day.
Right.
But with Dad's hardware in his back, they weren't able to do that. But that's what he had one of those, like it's a real hard little ball.
Yeah, I don't know. He
that
said
they
it looked
put
like a water balloon.
Yeah,
Thing.
that's exactly what he had. So they put it up there, and it drips at so many parts per.
He said it should last up to 5 days.
I think his was 3 or 4.
Yeah,
And then it just kind of shrivels up.
But
and
then other than that, just well, because the opioid they don't screw around with it anymore.
yeah, well, you can't.
The opioid.
There's too much light.
There it goes.
There it goes.
There it goes.
She gone.
R.I.P.
Good Christmas gift.
R.I.P. But the that opioid epidemic, man, it's nothing to screw around.
Well, because the lawsuits with everything.
What the hell's he looking at? He's buying candles.
Couch guys buying candles.
But anyway, they said that I don't know. I'll have a copious amounts of stitches in my leg, but then same thing. I'm gonna get a boot and no water, can't get it wet for a week or something like that. And then he said we'll send you home with like a bag to go over your foot so you can take a shower and all that. But I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that whole surgery part of it, but I am looking forward to being able to work and exist without having extreme foot pain. So.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And I'm thinking that I probably need to take a little break on the gabapentins because I've been eating them some bitches like candy.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, which my liver numbers, believe it or not, were really not that high. So, but I don't drink anymore, so that's a huge thing. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
That could have something to do with it. Justine said, "Well, it's probably still fatty." Like, yeah, duh. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, that's all I got. What have you been up to? What you got?
Celebrated our birthdays this past weekend.
Yeah.
The bride and I. People are shocked to find out that we share February 19th as our birthdays. She was born 2 years earlier than me. So that's kind of had that this weekend because with baseball and everything on Mondays, and she works late on Mondays, kind of difficult. But unfortunately, the rep man is battling the double ear infection, so we're back at it. And I did it to myself. I was talking to the missus, and I said, "You know what? We haven't had an ear infection in a while."
Damn it.
A week later.
What an idiot.
Well, but I think Janelle and I both agree he had been having issues, so we're hoping maybe we can get some tubes, get this done, and get it behind us. But kid's been doing good, just been busy kind of working, and spring weather's got me itching to play a little golf.
People are catching fish too.
That's what Corey went. Younger brother Corey went. Probably that last heat wave we kind of had.
I've seen a couple photos on Facebook today of absolute piles of crappie, and they're southern fisheries though, like Kentucky Lake and down in that.
Yeah, gotcha.
They're starting to get warmer.
Yeah, so we, just kind of busy with work, and baseball takes a lot of time, and the kids got stuff going on, and we got our last bitty basketball game for the year.
We got a tournament this weekend too over in Ferdinand. Is Weston playing that one?
No, he's playing Heritage Hills.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we'll, I think Zoe's going to dabble in a little softball this spring.
That a baby.
And then Rhino.
Huh? Oh, shit, fire. We got trivia night Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For the kids.
It is for the kids.
Is it?
Teen Outback, baby.
Well, I just hope Couch Guy can bring some institutional knowledge for us.
I think he'll probably be more beneficial than you.
I'm going to debate that.
I
I'm going to doubt that. If you don't need me, I don't need you to show up.
No. We definitely need you. There's 8 tables. There are 8 chairs at the table.
Well, that don't mean anything.
Yeah.
You can find somebody else sitting there.
No, wouldn't have it.
Now, girls.
Wouldn't.
Oh, stop it. Hey, let's get into 3 big things.
Do it.
From our buddy Bradley Ohanian. I saw Bradley the other day. Yeah, he said hi. Gonna throw a little curveball, you guys, for this week. I know this time is supposed to be dedicated to these silly current event topics, but the wife and I and our daughter just returned home from our first ever visit to Disney World.
Wow.
So.
Oh, yeah. Did you see their photo?
Oh, in the rain.
In their ponchos?
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Looked good. It looked good, though. Memories made that'll last a lifetime. So he's got 3 big things, Disney edition, for us to discuss. Line standing or waiting etiquette. If you've ever been to Disney, you know what I'm talking about.
God.
One thing that drove me crazy is people staring at their phone and not realizing the line has moved ahead of them. Also, how in the world did we wait in lines before phones?
Sounds
Have
like he
you,
was
Dave,
the guy
you been to
watching.
Disney?
Nope.
No.
No. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have. We've talked about it before. The line waiting thing is a tough spot, especially when you realize you could burn up to like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours waiting in line. But I think when we were younger, it was just you talked amongst like your
Yourselves,
family,
your groups,
and you were excited to be there.
or you talk to the people that were going, snaking through there. Like, hey, it's us again.
Yeah,
or whatever.
you saw something on somebody's shirt, and you're like, oh,
Hey, nice tits, or something like that.
That's exactly what I had in mind.
We probably didn't say that.
But I think in line standing, you get a lot of gawkers that don't see the line move.
God, yes.
And you want to turn a room against you, you go ahead and just stand there.
Yeah.
Even though you're only moving 15 feet, your ass better be back up there.
Come on. Yeah, if you can't smell the chewing gum that the guy in front of you is chewing, you ain't close enough.
I like it. Women, much more patient than men. Building off of number one there. How is it that women are so much more patient than men? My wife was unbelievable while my head was about to explode 30 times during the trip.
I don't know. I think it's just bred into them. I think it's what they're
Bred into.
their motherly instincts.
That dog just knows how to hunt.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. But I will say this though. There are certain things that drive my wife that'll send her over the edge where it doesn't bother me.
You don't want to piss off, get that mama bear out. That's where shit can get funky. No bueno.
Number 3, left lane only drivers on the interstate on the way home. What is it with these people? They just park in the left lane and are oblivious
Guilty as charged.
to the world surrounding them. They're too busy on a walkie-talkie.
Guilty as charged.
I was on the walkie-talkie and in the lane I was supposed to be in.
Yeah, I was not.
That is a tough spot, especially if you can't pass to the right.
We want to go to Disney really bad. Now, when I say we, I mean me and my parents. Justine, all out. Doesn't want to go at all. And I kind of get where she's coming from because she's never been. And like her family, they just didn't do that kind of shit, But like, I want to go before it's too late where like the kids won't.
Your kids are a perfect age right now to do
They're
it.
getting, but the twins are getting close to where
The magic will be gone.
Yeah, and it's like, like my parents are getting to where they're not going to walk 40 miles to do it and all that. But the processes that you have to go through now to like enjoy Disney, from what I've gathered, is just wild compared to like when we went. Like you got
a lot
like
of planning.
Like these meal plans,
Yes.
and like these drink and food cards, and you got to schedule your time to ride. If you want, or you could do
Fast pass.
you get
Yeah.
fast pass where you don't have to wait, and like this whole, which we did to park hoppers and all that stuff when we were younger. You got the 4-day park hopper where you could do, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, whatever, maybe MGM or whatever the hell it was at that time. But I don't know. I told Justine if we did go, we would do like a split week where we would do like 3 at Disney and 4 at the beach. You know what I mean? Like somewhere.
Yeah.
We go down to Disney, turn around and drive back up to the dump for the rest of the time.
So Janelle had never been, and a friend of the program, Florida man, was getting married in Ocala. And I said, well, let's go to Disney. And so we went, and it was so different.
With kids or without kids?
Janelle and I weren't even married yet. We were going down for Chad's wedding. So this is 8-9 years. Chad.
See, now that blows
Brittany got
my
the same.
mind to think that you would go to like Disney World without kids. But there are several people that I know.
Janelle had never been.
Well, I know, I get it. No, I'm not saying that. But like I'm saying, like I know people now who are married that have children that are older or whatever that go to Disney World religiously, like without their kids, and have a lot of fun. And I'm like,
we did.
I don't know.
We loved the hell out of
get it.
We loved the hell out of Epcot because we drank our way around the world.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
but I would say that like we went, and that was the first time, like the big changeover because we had the wristlet that you could tie to your credit card.
Yeah,
it was your room key.
That's dicey.
It was your entrance into the park, and you could use it as your credit card. And so we didn't attach any like our credit cards to it, but your room key and your entrance to your park and had all that stuff. Where we screwed up is we didn't do like the fast pass planning. So we waited in line for a lot of things, which was no big deal. I mean, we were there. When did Chad get married? It was like March or April, I think, somewhere along those. But it was fun. And I think we stayed on park, which is nice, on property, which is a nice way to do it. And I think we were at Fort Wilderness, which you take the boat ride across to get to Magic Kingdom and everything else there. But I'd say we'll go. I mean, Zoe will be 6. So I think by the time she's 8, 10 at the latest, I'd like us to have gone.
Yeah.
Because I think it would just be, because I remember, because it was different looking from it. Like Janelle looked at it through her adult eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked at it when I was a kid with my parents.
So many
and it was
memories about, like It's a Small World and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, love Pirates of the Caribbean.
All that shit, which those are like the Raging Rapids times 1,000.
Yeah.
But you go through like a story thing.
Space Mountain.
The Haunted Mansion. I think Space Mountain's gone, by the way.
That's a shame.
Yeah. You're
Love
thinking
Space
of
Mountain.
Thunder Mountain. And I'm thinking of
No.
Was it called Space Mountain?
Yeah, it was actually called Space Mountain. You're thinking of the one that had the rabbit. What was the log plume down there? They've changed that.
No, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about Thunder Mountain was the choo-choo
Oh,
train.
the choo-choo train, yeah. Yeah, Space Mountain's is a real ride.
That was where you were indoors and it was dark.
Space Mountain is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, Space Mountain. I thought
So.
it was space something else.
But it is.
Hey, I'll tell you what needs some space. My bladder, because it's getting big.
Better do it.
I better go pee real quick.
We'll be back. Pause for the Cause is sponsored by our friends at Dubois County Tire and Supply. Do you need tires or winter maintenance done on your vehicle? Dubois County Tire and Supply does more than just tires and is there for all your needs. They do oil changes along with checking batteries and coolant protection levels for these winter temperatures. They also do free pickup in Jasper city limits. Have a roadside situation with a tire on your vehicle? They do roadside services for those emergencies. With springtime approaching, check out their selection of lawn and garden tires for all your mowers, ATVs, and other outdoor equipment. Farmers, be sure to check the tires on your equipment before planting season so you are prepared for planting this year. And Dubois County Tire and Supply has great deals on Mastercraft tires going on right now. With stores located in Jasper, Washington, Vincennes, Bloomington, and Salem, they have you covered. Big or small, Dubois County Tire and Supply services it all. Hey, and we're back. Big thank you to our friends at Dubois County Tire and Supply for sponsoring that Pause for the Cause, which, by the way, when we say that we only deal with people that we deal with, I made a nice deposit over there at Dubois County Tire and Supply.
Took Polar Bear. Yeah.
Old Polar Bear had to get some work, some new shoes. My buddy Zeth got me all set up. The technician, I didn't catch his name, that stayed late to finish it so I could take it back home on Friday. It all worked out pretty well, Dave.
Is your wobble gone?
Wobble is gone. Turns out the
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
upper level arm
Oh, God.
things were going out.
You'll get that.
So Papa Frank and I, we replaced a wheel bearing.
Upper and lower ball joints,
Yes, the uppers.
control arms.
The upper ball joints were bad. So he said them some bitches were about ready to fall out. So I don't know exactly what that means. I just took it as what it was.
Ain't good.
So big thank you to Dubois County Tire Supply. Our buddy Zeth. Well, that's who took care of me. And then, of course, we got Nathan there. And then you know the other one, right?
Brody.
There we go.
I think he still works there.
Hey, but you know what? We're into hour 2 now, and hour 2 is brought to you by our friends at Catering by Meyer.
Hour 2 of our program is proudly sponsored by Catering by Meyer. As we step into the new year of 2024, it's time to face a fresh set of events. Graduation parties, weddings, birthdays, family reunions, wedding anniversaries, and class reunions. The good news is you don't have to juggle the complexities of planning alone. Simplify your life by making just one call to Catering by Meyer. Let them take the reins on crafting a delectable menu that will leave your guests raving. Give Catering by Meyer a call today as they are booking up fast.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, we had some of their breakfast today at the health fair.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they catered the health fair there.
That's nice.
Very good food, man. We
Yeah.
needed it after that big 12-hour fast.
Ooh.
Hammered it. Went to the health fair. 12-hour fast. Did my blood draw. Got everything done. Went over for breakfast. Biscuits and gravy. Fried taters. Sausage links. Bacon. Coffee.
I got a hankering for coffee
Seconds.
right now.
Seconds.
Did you go third?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. What you got, big fella?
My topic just says I'm going to quit
What are you going to quit?
the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Well, see you later. Couch guy, you ready? Seats warm.
No, I don't know. I didn't know what to talk about on hour one. So that's why I just put I'm going to quit.
Well, this is hour 2.
That's why I meant hour two. So I didn't really have a topic, but then I think I'm going to snowball on this. I'm really going to go for it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to quit getting drunk as often as I used to.
Have all my rowdy friends all settled down?
Because it's time.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? At the ripe old age of 37.
I think you get to a point
Mm-hmm.
where you do. Occasionally, you got to tie one.
I haven't been drunk for what? We're getting to a month now, probably.
Well, you haven't been drinking.
When did I camp in the basement? What episode was that?
That was before the new year.
Yeah.
No. It was January.
Okay, maybe it was.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
I was thinking you hadn't had any this year yet. 'Cause You
No.
didn't drink New Year's Eve.
Huh?
You didn't drink New Year's Eve
No, because I didn't. Oh, because I couldn't.
because you were in trouble
No.
for camping in the basement.
No, that's wrong. I
Oh,
was in
okay.
trouble for camping in the basement after New Year's Eve.
Okay.
But either way, and then another thing that we could snowball off of that is it's Lent time.
Mhm.
It's Lent. It's Lent time. This is the Lenten season. So what are you going to quit during Lent? I know you're not well, Lutherans, we can do it.
You know, I believe that you're not. Now, by golly, I'm no expert source on
Now I know we're
on
not
the
supposed
Jesus
to talk
and-
about religion, but can we talk about
yeah, yeah.
this?
Yeah, we
But
can.
what I mean is, I believe that you are one of the things about Lent is it's supposed to be something that you don't necessarily talk about. Like you shouldn't be doing it to.
No, I think you're supposed to give up something to
You're right,
make you a better Christian.
right. So, but part of that is to not make a point of it.
Not boast.
Boast is a strong word, but I believe it's one of those things that if you get to talking about it, like that's what I'm doing, and this is yada la. It's not really. It's almost. I'm gonna get roasted on the internet.
No, but to your
But I
point,
believe there's something about it to where it's supposed to be something that you are. Suffer might be the wrong word, but that you're
Suffered.
dealing with internally.
Are you
solely
supposed to
by
tell
yourself?
people what you give up for Lent? I'm not a good typer man.
Hmm. And I could be way off base, but I was thinking it was something.
The Lord does warn us not to perform our acts of sacrifice or charity in a public manner in order to receive praise for that.
So I don't know how the Lutherans do it, but when you get into the gospel reading on Ash Wednesday, I believe it comes from Mark.
Whenever they say, "Remember that you are dust, until dust you shall return." Do they say that?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is in the Catholic faith, there's a gospel reading.
Can you imagine how smeared that would be on David's forehead? The ashes.
Well, it'd be used as putty to fill in that hole on the side of his head.
Well, I mean, it'd be Like it.
Yeah.
Ain't no
The,
joke.
the pastor would go in for that first thumb
just-
swipe. And like, oh shit!
Looked like a Nike check on his
Slick right
forehead.
out of there.
But the reading that it associates with it talks about, you're not supposed to let the left hand know what the right hand's doing, and it talks about the hypocrites that when because they say when you fast you should anoint your face with oil, and those that stand out on the temple steps, they've received their prize, and then the almsgiving and all that stuff. But I think that you're right. There's a section of that kind of Lenten season that's something that you need to hold true to you.
We should have had Pastor Dan on.
Mm-hmm.
See the guy
he
at
could've
St.
told you.
James?
Yeah. He's podcaster.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fan of our podcast?
No.
He
Well,
listens,
yes, but
he has his own
podcast.
So he's really going to be upset that a couple members of the old flock over here. Well, you kind of you're Stendale.
I'm a Stendale. Yeah. Abstaining from certain favorite foods or hobbies, making an effort to do more good deeds, read the Bible or devotional, or begin other positive habits. Ellie came home with a crown made of Play-Doh and pretzel sticks from religion. And I think it has, I don't know if it has 40 sticks in it or not. Symbolizing the days of Lent, because Lent is 40 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it says you're supposed to, every time she does a good deed. There it was. Every time she does a good deed, lung butter too. There it was. Chewy one. Shut up. Every time.
That one just got me. I don't know.
Why? Did you see it?
Yep.
You did see
A
it.
little bit.
Oh, yeah. See? That's why I had to suck it back in there.
Gosh dang it. Let's just go on with the 40 days.
Yeah.
pretzels.
God, you're a pussy. God dang. How do you butcher hogs if you can't look at a damn Colby hacker?
It's the terminology.
We, God, Dad calls them Colby cheese hackers because they're all different colors, That's why. But every time she does a good thing, she's supposed to pluck one of them pretzel sticks out of the crown. And,
How's she doing?
well, she's doing really well. Actually, she takes that shit pretty serious. But as all, 10-year-old or 8-year-olds should do. But I don't know. I think that's a cool idea. But the getting down on like the fish Fridays, that's a little too much.
You don't abstain from meat?
It's a little too much for me, on the Friday thing there, But I do like a good fish fry. Don't get me wrong. But if somebody's going to fry bacon for breakfast, I'm probably not going to say no. Just because I'm not like a real Catholic. You know what I mean?
So, but do Lutherans have an abstinence from meat?
I ought to know the answer way better, but
no.
I don't believe so.
No.
There's some of the traditionals in the Catholic faith that even outside of Lent don't eat meat on Fridays.
Well, not only do they not eat meat on Fridays, according to the Bible and according to true blue real Catholics, and I don't know if the priests do this or not, but they like full-blown fast the whole day. Like they don't.
On Fridays during Lent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine
they
that.
fast like the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to do that about once every 2 weeks.
Don't eat nothing for
Instead of-
24 hours?
Yeah, at least 24.
That's stupid.
Oh, it makes me feel better.
That's good for you. Well, I just personally think that's pretty dumb. But like the intermittent fasting, where you could, go that like that. But
Little 16-8 there.
is that what it is? Do Lutherans not? We're Googling the hell out of here. It says there are absolutely no dietary restrictions in the Lutheran interpretation of Christianity. So therefore we do. Yeah, they don't. It doesn't matter. You can eat them. But I do like a good fish fry. I think it was Ash Wednesday, the Friday after that, the first actual Lenten Friday, I made a completely meatless pasta that the warden, she showed me that about feta cheese, tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil. Bake it all up, and then you mix bow tie pasta in there. And it's actually freaking good, really good. But yeah, here we go. I'm Quittin. That's what my topic was.
Are you just in a bad space mentally, pal?
I mean, I'm getting ready to have surgery on Wednesday. I mean, I could die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not going to die, buddy.
I know, but I mean, you could. You know, there's a risk in that every time. They tell you that. Make you sign a paper and everything. But
so
they made me sign a paper and they just put stitches in.
So here's the real question.
Right. Yeah, right.
Would you want us to go on without you?
Yeah,
or
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got this dipshit back here just chomping at the bit to get in.
There's not a chance.
You just blur his face out.
What if
He would
he
get canceled immediately.
What if he was in the? What if the last thing you saw as he put you under is his face peek over and say "night night, Zach," and then it's just ball game over.
Adios, MFer. You know what I mean? Like something like that, or like Rocco said on the Boondock Saints, "Get you on the flip side."
Yeah.
You know, one of those deals. I don't know. No, I don't know. Like I guess the health fair and those grim numbers, I wasn't going to give him any bait, but I guess I got to give him a little bait.
You don't have to.
No, it's like my sugar was a little high. Shocker. My cholesterol's high. Shocker. You know what I mean? But like.
Yeah, so that's what my sugar was like.
No, it wasn't. It was 115 or 118.
And 125, I think, is when they start giving you the medication for diabetes.
What was your A1C?
We'll have to. I don't know what that.
The guy that takes his sugar.
He said a while ago, he's like, "Yeah, I'm running a little hot tonight." I said, "What's that?" He's like, "I don't know, probably about 3 1/4." You know what I mean? I was like, "Son of a bitch,
fried chicken over there, or what?"
You're running a little rich, you know. So he dialed up the old shooter and banged one there. But I just, yeah, we're not like that's. I mean, yeah, like we're not there yet.
I think the drinking's bad for the diet.
It is 100% in our diet.
Yeah,
lack of exercise, and another thing, the shit that we eat is trash. I ate like an entire bag of nerd clusters the other day just because I could. You know what I mean?
Nerd clusters are a big.
They're the firest asked cam bet.
You've never had nerd clusters?
Oh, stupid.
So the kids in the office introduced them.
Stupid head.
And Sam's Club sells them.
You remember nerd ropes, couch guy? It's like literally you take a nerd rope and cut it into fucking pieces, and there's your nerd clusters. Yeah,
and then there's like nerds on the outside of the rope. Well, I guess the ropes, nerd ropes,
identically to what I just described.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I thought the nerd rope.
No, it's just similar, but
Yeah.
You're in there.
Yeah.
And
but
then,
they in the office, like I'll buy Sam's Club sells like the big bags. And I'll bring them in, and they'll last maybe
nerd clusters.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I'm telling you, dude, they're good.
And you just eat them by a handful, and it's just like it is. It hits the spot
Give them
when
what they
you
want, baby. Give them what they want.
Just grab them by the handful.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Like that's kind of what I'm gonna quit eating like shit. I have to, you know. And it's like,
so a local Holland resident has jumped on board, fan of the show as well. Not going to describe him to a T where we know who he is, though, Dave. He started the carnivore diet, and he's been on it for a while now, he said. And he goes, it's unreal. Night and day difference. I was like, well, you had any blood work done yet? He's like, not yet. It's coming up because he said he'd be interested to see what his numbers are. But he was just talking about, you know, he doesn't feel like he feels like he has more energy. He feels better. He doesn't feel like he's bogged down. I think a lot of our problem is that enriched flour that's utilized in all the breads and the buns, and it's the folic acid. I read a study because they're talking about this increase in colon cancer of people that are younger than us. Of how it is, like it's an alarming rate of what's going on. Almost everything we eat that is white bread or bread in general, folic acid in it, and your body can't digest it, I think is what basically and now when they say they did this with lab mice and all that other stuff, they're injecting them sons of bitches like there's no tomorrow, but there's some dietitians and researchers that are saying.
I thought there was more to the the carnivore diet, but yeah, it says
meat.
Yeah, all plant foods from your diet. You got to eliminate all plant foods from your diet.
All fruits, anything that could have because carbs are it's the sugar breakdown too.
You're supposed to exclusively eat meat, fish, eggs, small amounts of low lactose dairy products, beef, chicken, pork, lamb, turkey, organ meats, salmon, sardines, white fish, and small amounts of heavy cream or hard cheese.
Yeah.
So like you would like just get a whole ass block of cheese. It says experts can't recommend the carnivore diet. I mean, I don't know. I think I would miss salads though. I do like a salad with a carrot, some tomatoes, and
I believe that's what you were making when we stopped by Friday evening.
yeah, it was. And then with a
Big chef salads.
Italian dressing is what I've been on lately, like with the oil and the
I
zest.
dipped my toes into a little bit of a kind of like a cranberry.
Yuck, vinaigrette,
No, a raspberry. It's kind of like
raspberry vinaigrette.
but it's not a vinaigrette.
Okay,
It's weird.
How often
So-
do you guys eat just dry salads?
never in my
Really?
life. No, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Like if it's a
Why don't you
taco.
go out in the yard and fucking get
Yeah.
you a handful of grass?
Like if I take a salad to work, I don't take dressing. I just take like a bag of salad and eat it.
Oh my!
Dave's sitting in his cubicle with his hand in the bag.
Sometimes I just take like a bag of steamable broccoli for lunch.
Yeah, and then what? Eat it froze?
No, I'll put it in
God
the
damn it,
microwave.
shit's hard.
Gonna break your teeth, Dave.
No, David, I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, I don't. Now, have you ever had a wedge salad?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Those are good, but I put dressing on them. Really dried, like just plain ass lettuce.
Like the bags of pre-made salad.
Yeah. It's got the red cabbage, and carrot slices, shit like that,
You take that and you cut the top off of it, and then you stab it with a fork.
and eat it out of the bag
Mhm.
with no dress.
What's it like to have no joy in your life?
And I made it this long.
Jeez Louise, bud. I mean, I mean, sure. I mean, whatever. But no, I have never done that. No.
Okay.
I didn't know you had that much in common with rabbits.
That's all I had. Let's eat better and not be fat and die early. What you got, Casey?
So, with having a birthday this past week, I
On and on about your freaking birthday.
yeah. Thanks for wishing me happy birthday, pal.
I did on the show.
I know.
Live.
Oh yeah. I began to wonder why we don't celebrate birthdays more as we age. Because I was thinking, somebody asked me the other day. So I turned 37, and they said, how's it be to, be another year older? And I said, I look at it like this. My mother passed away at 65. If this is my midlife, am I doing what I want to do? Am I surrounded by the people that I am? Like, I don't think it's kind of like when you pass people in the hallway and you're like, hey, how you doing? You expect them to just say fine or okay or hi or whatever, not dive into, my dog's died, my wife's
Well.
left me, and the truck is missing a tire. But I went there, and I just, I was just like, if that's the halfway point, like use this to evaluate where you're at. If for whatever reason and 65 years on this earth is all I got, then that's what I got. But what have I done in the previous 37? And what am I doing right now to make them the best possible? And I was like, we don't celebrate birthdays as we age like we should. Like, it's a huge accomplishment. This past week, somebody associated in my employment lost their husband in a tragic car accident. Early 50s, 54, 55 years old. Driving home from work, and accident happens and gone. And you're like, you don't expect that to be, but damn sure wouldn't you want to hope that you got to celebrate 55, or you celebrated 53 or 54 well enough. So it seems like when you hit 21, you're done caring about your birthday.
No. 21, 21, 30.
25 when you get the car insurance break.
Yeah, I didn't know that. 30,
If you're unmarried without children, but you're male and 25, then you get a break in.
So you think
like
it's the decades?
40s, stuff like that. Yeah.
So you think the decade? I'm talking about in between the decades, though.
I've celebrated random as Smokestock is just my birthday weekend.
I know people that do not work on their birthday.
Yeah, a lot of people take
100%
PTO.
will take PTO every single time for their birthday.
But I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. Smokestock's all about just drinking all weekend and having a good time, and I don't know if I can drink anymore.
You can totally drink, Dave.
I don't know. Last time I drank, I felt like I got hit by a truck. I used to never get hangovers.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You're getting old too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And with that estrogen level, you're probably starting to grow a pussy. Big, hairy one.
Because they damn sure took the hair off your face there, pal.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out Monday.
Couch Guy's got a little thing for him. It's like a face toupee.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, I did
Stick
see
on
that.
Disguise.
Yeah.
You know.
I did see that.
I think we need to get you signed up for Asian pigment.
What's that?
Well, the black people take the spray paint, and they spray paint their hair on. And I think it's what's called Asian pigment.
No clue.
Yeah, Justine, the Maxie's barbershop, they don't do it, but he had to learn. Like when he went to barber school, he's like, "Oh yeah, there was a section like in class about that, for people that would offer said service." And it's like you literally take a tape, tape or whatever. No, I think it's like hair.
I think I've seen this on TikTok.
Hair grade, and they like tape the lines where they want it, and they just spray it on there. And I mean, it's pretty wild. I mean,
Getting you a can of Rust-Oleum.
it's something that you can definitely see. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok, I think, now that you explain what's happening.
yeah, but no, that's what we need to do to your face.
I think I'm just going to shave the sideburn portions off and just leave this lower jaw fuzz.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's just time, since it's summer's coming, just to go back to the Fu Manchu, like the under the neck deal.
No.
What if we go? What if we go completely clean shaved?
Oh,
That's not going to happen.
Why?
I couldn't grow any of this till I was 32. I've been growing it the last 7 years. 8. And that's all I got.
you really couldn't grow facial hair till you were 32?
Somewhere now.
That's
30.
a tough spot. Yeah, I think if you kind of blend that in there, but you're going to have a hell of a scar there on the side of your face.
Yeah, like I can feel if I touch right here. Well, I can't. I have headphones. But like the spot of skin right in front of your ear,
Yes.
I can feel it pulling my eye because that's the way they pulled the skin back together. So, like if I poke right there, I can feel like the corner of my eye going just a little bit.
That's
Right.
wild.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
So I'm going to look like, I don't know, 12 years younger on one side because my crow's feet are all pulled out. Is that what you call them? The little laugh lines in your
Crow
eyeballs?
feet, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, crow feet are on the side of your eyes there.
Never heard of it. Crow's feet. I know a crow's toe is something that you use to pull nails.
Yeah, it's like a crowbar.
Yeah, crow's toe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not damn.
Oh, damn. That's weird. I'm still searching the interwebs here for
Nobody's surprised.
a botched up haircut by a African American man with sprayed on hair.
Mm.
Can't find one. I'll get one.
Not in your Google search
It's not in my
repertoire.
wheelhouse here. No, not really.
What's
wait a
up?
minute.
Thought it would pop in right after things in the house I can stick my... That got brought up to me by work the other day.
What's that?
When you Googled it, look what came up. Things in the house I can stick my dick in.
There
Oh, yeah, sprayed on there.
it is. See?
Yeah, looks not good.
Shane Battier there? Carlos Boozer.
Yeah.
That's who that is.
Oh.
Yeah. Wrong Dookie.
You're wrong, Dookie.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We went to like Ohana and French Lick for my 30th birthday, and ate.
Mrs. and I are heading to Bourbon and Beyond.
Yeah, the whole weekend. He bought the whole shooting match.
I'm still thinking about Saturday.
We're going to go for Zach Bryan. I imagine if we do go,
Are you?
We'll go for that day and be done.
That's what I every time I think
I
about
think
it.
Couch Guy, you going that day?
I think single day tickets might be getting low.
Really?
That's what a fellow at work said. Like the ones that were left were hella expensive.
Heller expensive.
Okay,
That
maybe
sucks.
not.
Maybe we won't go.
But that's not actually my birthday weekend. That's the weekend after my birthday. No, before. I don't know. After.
Should we tell them who's playing Friday night of the fest?
Let's wait to do that in the end, maybe.
Right.
Has there been a birthday celebration year that was like just a banger of a time?
I was 21. Yeah, that was
So your 21st was
puking in the bathroom in the overtime.
Not
Shout
the
out
last
OT.
smokestack, but the smokestack before. I had college friends down. I had friends from Brazil down here.
Brazil.
The neighbor brought the pumpkin cannon over. We were shooting frozen pumpkins over the highway.
Awesome. What a bang.
I mean, it was we had a big 35-gallon soup kettle out there, and we made soup on Friday night. We cooked a hog for Saturday. Like, it was just
Did you
good.
cook it in the ground?
Nope. Neighbor had a.
Have you ever done one
rotisserie
like that?
chicken. I've never done one in the ground. I'd like to do it.
Me
That's
too.
a tough spot. I think it might be pretty weird,
Why?
wouldn't it?
No.
No.
I mean, I think it's pretty common.
Like they do it in Hawaii a lot. Why couldn't we do it?
I don't think we have enough banana trees around here.
I don't think you need banana trees. Hank Jr. sings about throwing a hog in the ground, and they didn't have no banana trees in Alabama.
One day, Saturday, general admission's $140 plus a $30 fee.
I think we're gonna pull the trigger on it because I want to see him so bad. We saw Tyler Childers. I've seen Dave Matthews before. Who's Thursday night?
Well, Cody Jinks is there. Whiskey Myers is there on Saturday.
It's a great Saturday lineup.
Young the Giant.
It's a really good
Co
Saturday
Wetzel,
lineup.
is he Saturday or is he Friday?
I think he's Friday
I like Co Wetzel.
or Sunday.
It's gonna be a wild time.
He's Thursday. Co-Wetzel's Thursday.
And
He's probably
so
got
is
shows elsewhere.
this guy's not a big.
Neil Young.
Yeah, a lot of people not fans of him, but
No.
I like him.
Beck.
Mm-hmm.
Matchbox 20.
Soy un perdedor. I'm a loser, baby.
I like Beck.
It's solid.
Anyway, yeah, that'd be a cool birthday gift. I don't know, man. I think, like, we do cakes. Well, I buy a cake for my wife for her birthday every year. And
Yeah.
we buy a cake for the kids every year.
Yeah.
And I think some would say we're kind of shitty parents because we don't, like, we didn't really do a party for the kids after they were like 5, 6. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe it was
We stopped doing parties, but like the older boys, like
have a couple buddies over. Spend the
yeah,
night.
or like a friend, maybe even just one friend, but we'll go down to they'll do rock climbing or something.
Yeah.
Not rock climbing, but there's like a
Yes.
inside
Yeah, the
rock wall,
vertical park or
just
whatever.
shit like that. Like
Yeah.
kind of a grab a buddy or two. William just asked on the way home from picking up kids earlier if we could camp for his birthday this year again. I was like, "You're speaking my language."
Mm-hmm.
When's his birthday?
September 1st.
Oh, good weather then.
Mm.
Still a little warm.
Yeah, it was hot.
Still a little warm. Anyways, Dave, what you got?
Well, I was just thinking about like simple pleasures, and it's something that I've noticed my last birthday. Everybody came over after the Holland Fest and we sat around the old meth kettle, and there was a ton of people show up that night. Speaking of celebrating birthdays, there's probably 40, 50 people here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed it that night. I noticed it again New Year's Eve when we had people over. But one of my favorite things anymore, and it used to annoy the piss out of me, but like when there's a whole bunch of people over and then those people split off into smaller subgroups and there's just like this happy chatter and you don't know what anybody's saying, but you just hear all this joyful talking or banter, and everybody's just happy to see everybody and getting along. And I don't know, that like that noise, that sound of just everybody having a good time
People
and thoroughly
cohabitating peacefully.
yeah. That's the last 2 times in a row that I've noticed that. I'm like, and it's like left it some sort of impact. Like, man, this is a good spot to be talking about. You don't know how many days you have left. Just folks over, visiting, having a good time. Been thinking about it some lately. Big fan of it. So, but the topic was like simple pleasures or something that just, seems small, but does your heart good. You know what I mean? What you got? Like anything?
Man, I'll think about it. You?
I think basically your overarching conversations about the simple pleasures in life. And yours is when you notice at a party, everybody's kind of there together, but little side conversations. I'll say probably one of the simple pleasures that I enjoy is there's certain nights when you can be down at the small watering hole that is the Holland Legion and it just be a good night.
I heard this week was.
Wednesday they were packed.
Yeah.
They were packed Wednesday. I stopped by for a little bit. But like we had that 2 years ago, Christmas. It was a day that was between Christmas and New Year's. Went down there, wasn't crowded, but it was just a good night. I think those are really enjoyable. I think that's a strong one. And I think any chance you can get outside and watch a sunrise or a sunset,
Hell yeah.
I think that's
This is
very
pretty-
enjoyable.
This is pretty cool. Like coming here each week.
Oh, I thought you were going to
yeah.
tell us something.
No.
Should we add your little Googler machine to like our logo? Do you think it should be the 4th, or do you think we should put it somewhere on the?
No. I just got the show notes pulled up, dickhead.
Oh, it's just
I think we need to mute your mic more.
mine,
No, I didn't. I don't know why I said that.
because there'd be some that would say it's the
It's mine.
opposite. Yeah,
I'm sure there'll not be.
yeah.
No,
We could pull that one as we were going to do the other poll too on
We could, yeah.
29th or
Knock all their teeth out too.
yeah.
I think like this, like coming. I've never been like. I've always wanted to play church league softball. I've always wanted to play
It's a blast.
bowling. I've always wanted to go to like, hey, we got cards tonight, or hey, hey, it's dart league, or it's like something like you're married to a thing, like you're, it's softball season, or like your Wednesday night basketball, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I've never really been able to do that because of my work schedule, or because of the kids, or timing didn't work, or anything like that. But like when we started this, and then like we just started, consistency, and we made it a thing where we literally do it every week.
That's the main thing I tell.
Like in the beginning,
What's it like doing that? And I'm like, honestly, I was like, I figured we'd fizzle out after maybe 3 weeks. Like
Yeah.
I figured we'd just, one of us wouldn't be able to make it. And then the next week somebody'd have an excuse not to make it. And then next thing you know, we've
the thing,
missed more than we've done. And then it just goes to bed.
the funny thing with me, it's like I in the beginning I got like hella anxiety about it. You know what I mean? Like I was like, God dang, dude, like we got to go out there again and somehow try to put on another good show. You know what I mean? Like keep them locked in. But now it's just, especially with this new format, I dig it. Like we're just, it's like we're back to our roots. Just bullshitting and doing stuff like that.
Well, I
And
think
that's like a simple pleasure for me.
I think in the beginning we had no idea that it would be what it kind of
A
was.
multi-million-dollar podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think then when we started hearing back from people,
That's the cool shit.
that's
a
the
simple pleasure.
stuff.
Yeah.
We hear.
That's the juice.
Yeah. Well, when you hear from people, we got a fan and his wife is battling breast cancer
Yeah,
right
dude,
now.
like those-
and that,
John Boy's trips to Indy, and like listening to that, those heart warmers, that really tug at you. Those are the ones that.
well, and I think that's what, and you love hearing those messages from those folks. Cause then it's like you have weeks where it's tough to do, but it's also a good time to where
when
we've,
you're hoarse as hell and
yeah.
you got a hole in your head that's not your mouth or eyes or ears or nose. It's like
Yeah.
that's a tough spot.
Yeah.
You
And
just got to keep grinding.
well, Couch Guy gets up 1,000,000 times a show
What's it matter? Just
because
don't.
I can see him.
So can I.
Yeah. No, go Couch Guy, go.
He did what he got up to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get over
I
it.
can't see it.
Get off his back.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I think that, it is, I think in the beginning it was so new and fresh That's what made it
Those
exciting.
episodes were awful.
Oh God,
Go back.
they were terrible.
Look at the production quality. of that.
Yeah.
I remember when you edited episode 1, take 1,
Oh God.
and it's so like
Choppy.
herky jerky everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh God, we can't put that out there.
Whenever you get the perfect amount of ice in your ordered soda from a restaurant,
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
that is the ticket. Because either you're getting way too much and you're not even halfway through your quarter pounder and you're out of drink
Yeah,
because it's all ice,
ice to the very top.
or like there's literally like 4 cubes and they instantly melt and it's like there's no ice, you know. Like whenever it's just like perfect, that's another good one because
Yeah.
you're screwed. You're in your car
It's a
driving.
tough spot.
Like what the hell are you gonna do?
I think
Go
McDonald's
around
has
the line
perfected
for
it.
another? No, they have not. That's where I'm getting at. No, they have not.
Like I've not been to the local one
Well,
because
their
I thought
ice-
they just have the button you push and it gives you.
They do, but they got her running a little lean.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a little light when she comes out. But some people like that. Some people order light.
I'm a
ice.
light ice guy.
Yeah, because you get more soda, or more quantity of your beverage. But
Well, and it comes out cold too.
well, too. I mean, some, whatever. But like the automated ice dropper, I think they need to dial it up a little bit. We'll have to get a hold of our local franchise owners and tell them to, hey, bud,
Because they're gonna care what
throw a
we
couple
say,
more cubes in there if you really know what.
and they'll say, "Well, here, let me show you the surveillance footage of."
or the algorithm of how this whole global McDonald's network works with their ice and their profitability, and we'll look at the bar graphs and all that because I guarantee you that's going on.
They're
And
saving a
another
little
thing
bit.
too, you make me pay 60 cents for another buffalo sauce. I'm gonna come out of this window. I'm gonna drag your. Well, no, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna pull away from the building far enough to get my ass out of the building, and I'm gonna rip your little scrawny burger punk ass out of there and get my buffalo sauce. 60 cents. That's like 4 dips in a nug. You might get 4 nugs. You might get 4 nugs out of a packet, out of one little buffalo cup. And then, well, I'm sorry, sir, but only one sauce per 10 piece. And I'm like,
only one sauce per
yeah,
10
or
piece.
two sauces per 10 piece. I'm a solid 3 to 4 sauce guy all the time. Yeah, go to Wendy's. Get your breakfast baconator or your sausage croissant in the morning. Large seasoned potatoes. Yeah, hit me with 4 ghost peppers, please.
You like the ghost pepper?
I do, dude. With those seasoned potatoes, those are badass. And yeah, I mean, they don't even bat an eye. Okay, yeah, hell yeah, load her up. They'll give you 5. Perfect, thanks. 2 miles or quarter mile back down the road, and you're paying 60 cents a pop for them.
That's why they can't afford to keep the beef on the shelf though, because they're giving all the dip away.
Well, guess what? They've got the people serving you that light iced soda, and they're making $24 an hour as a crew chief. Is
Are
that
they
what
really?
Yeah, crew chief, I guess, or team leader, or whatever they call them.
Making 24 an hour.
$20 an hour. SEAL Team 6, McDonald's crew chief leaders, Master Chief Halo Edition. What are you doing there, whole head?
I think it just pulled a stitch. It's fine.
Pulled a stitch. You mean you got one of your face pubes hung in that tape? It's probably what
No,
happened.
no, I can feel the stitches under there. And
Are you going to start leaking out of the side of your head?
They said even if I do, I'm not allowed to take this off. I got to drive to Newburgh, but they're closed. Like, well, just try to patch it over, but you can't take that off. You got
For 5 days, huh? 7 days.
Yeah. They said if the bleeding's bad and it goes like way, way long, then I can call them and, they'll probably have me go to like an urgent care. But I was like, well, my wife's.
That sounds like a cesspool. You want me to take your stitches out when it's time?
No, I got to go back down and see the doc. He's going to do it Monday.
That's just more money they rake out of you for cutting stitches.
Yeah, but he never told me anything about it afterwards. He was busy.
Huh.
Like they called, they're like, is everything going good? I was like, I don't know, I think. And
I got a hole in the side of my head. What else?
I was like,
I don't know.
am
I can't
curious.
look at it. I got this damn Band-Aid on. I'm not allowed to take off.
Yeah.
I said, I am curious. Am I supposed to come back for like more checkups or something? Or like now that it's gone, is it gone forever? She's like, well, the doctor would have told you that. I'm like, well, no, the doctor said, have a good one. And he left. She's like, well, you definitely want to ask him these
And
questions.
then told you to pull your pants back up.
Hasta luego, puta madre. Hey, do we have a Dutchman wonder this week?
We certainly do.
Let's hear it.
We've worked through a lot, but we've got one that was older on the shelf, but we are going to go through it. Comes from our buddy Justin Reed. Justin,
J Money.
big fan of the show.
Jumping Jacks
Entertainment. Hopefully,
Did you see that portable putt they got?
Mhm.
That's neat, man.
That's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
Cars and trucks have 2 bucket seats with a small console in the middle. You can easily reach all the way across and touch both windows at the same time. School buses have 2 bench seats for 2 people with the whole walkway down the middle. I've been wondering, how do school buses fit in the same lanes of traffic as our cars?
Oh, God. Well, Mr. Reed, because the bus is bigger than your small car, and your small car has more wiggle room in the lane than the bus does. You ever seen a bus go down the lane? It doesn't have 3 feet on each side to dance around.
I feel like the
line.
lanes are, well, you probably know, what's 8 foot? 8 foot
They're
wide?
10.
No. Oh, yeah, because your trailers are 8 foot wide. You
'Cause-
surely know off the top of your head from painting them off.
I don't paint. I'm not a paint,
Oh.
not a paint crew guy.
Well, you probably should be because the sons of bitches that did 64, terrible job.
Oh,
Yeah, I imagine a lane's 10 foot wide because you can have
I'm
your.
thinking it's 9.6, but I don't know for sure. How wide is a lane on a road? 10 feet. Nice. Good work, Dave.
That was Casey.
Cities may choose to use 11-foot lanes on designated truck and bus routes. There you go.
That's how the bus fits. The route's bigger.
I don't know what kind of car he's driving, but I can't sit in the passenger seat and touch the window on the other side of my car.
I can't in my truck. I got to like lay over the console or flip the thing up and lay
Mhm.
across the seat.
Well, I think probably to his point is it's a little bit of an optical illusion that you,
For driving a Prius or a Toyota Corolla.
yeah. But I mean, have you ever measured a bus from side to side?
Well, I bet it's 8 foot.
You reckon? I don't know.
8.5.
I don't know, Justin. That's a real brain buster. Not really. Pretty dumb question if you ask me. That's okay. I work with him. I'll tell him that.
Okay.
I'll tell him straight to his face.
Oh, I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
State law. No, I mean, how wide is a school bus? I mean, I don't know.
You probably got the seats are 3 foot wide with a 2 foot walkway in them. And I bet you're at about 8.5 foot.
Well, you're wrong.
Oh.
A Type C school bus, the most popular bus type, which seats between 54 and 78 students, is between 20.9 and 38.9 feet long and up to 9.9 to 10.4 feet tall and between 7.75 to 8 feet wide.
Why am I wrong?
Well, because I thought it said 10 first, but that was how tall it was. So, yeah, you got 2 feet of leeway on each side when you're going down that 10-foot lane.
So what would be a width of a regular like Chevy
Well, you
pickup
got
truck?
a foot on each side.
Yeah. A what?
Chevy pick 'em up truck? Oh, well, you're 4 foot between the wheel wells, and you probably got 11 inches on each side. So I'd say you're somewhere around 6 foot would be 72, probably about 79 or 80 inches.
81.14.
To 81.24.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 feet is 7 feet is what? 80 is 94, 84.
Yeah.
So just
shy.
So if you look at
A lot of numbers in that one, OJ Money. I'm out.
But if you look at a pickup truck and a
Numbers
school
is
bus, would
hard.
you think there's a foot difference in width?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just
Sure.
because, like, if you're trying to
Pass a school bus when the arms
pass,
down.
or if you're trying to look on the other side of them, you gotta like maneuver to.
You got to get the hell out in that other lane first.
So it's the optical illusion of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tough spot. Anyways,
Good one, brother.
thank you, Justin, for the wonder. And now we get to the Merkley and Sons Choice Cut questions of the week for the fellas.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week for the Fellas, sponsored by Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. I'm back on the breakfast kick. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I happen to agree. Whether you're frying up some of Merkley's delicious bacon or have some sausage links on the griddle, Merkley's is your go-to spot for your breakfast. I like to think about it like this. No breakfast is complete without one of Merkley's quality meats on your plate. Check them out today and see how you can build a better breakfast for you and your family.
All right. This week's questions come from a friend of the program and a very critical person of the show. Attacked me for something. Attacked our buddy Big Mace for his Google obsession.
It's probably that dumb son of a bitch, John Rhoda chain.
Bingo. If you could have cocktails and only a 1 hour conversation with anyone, past or present, who would it be and why that person?
This is like one of the questions on the old coal mine interview. Like, yeah, this is one, dead or alive, they would say. My God, man.
Cocktails and only a 1 hour conversation with anyone, past or present, who would it be?
I have so many that it's tough to pick one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Carlos Hathcock.
I don't know who that is.
Huh?
Not familiar with the fella.
Couch guy? He's the most infamous American sniper in the Vietnam War. In the beginning, like he was one of the highest confirmed snipers in the Vietnam.
What made him infamous? What did he do?
I don't know why I said
good?
infamous.
Oh,
Maybe he's just like the
Famous.
most famous one, not infamous.
okay. I thought maybe he was like.
I don't know. Like I think that would be a really, really cool. Like I've watched some old ass grainy documentary footage of some interviews that he gave, and he just seems like a
Matter of fact.
yeah, just a normal dude that just is really good at shooting.
Man, an hour wouldn't be enough to do it justice, but I think old Hunter S. Thompson would be a cool cat just a wild cat to sit down with and learn about.
Well, because in your hour with Hunter S. Thompson, the first 30 minutes would be cocaine. And then.
Not with my ticker. As long as he's talking, I don't care.
I think it would have to be somebody, wouldn't be somebody present. It would have to be a historical figure that you would really want to see how history has painted them.
Chrysippus.
I
I want to hear the joke.
like a George Washington-esque type figure.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be tough to talk to. I don't know if I could take him serious and look at him in the face with his wooden teeth.
yeah.
You
I
imagine
don't
how-
know if I could look him in the face knowing that I'm proud to be an American and it's such a shithole situation we've got ourselves in from everything that
I know.
he stood for.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been his fault.
No, I'm saying
No,
I
I
would be
think he'd be-
ashamed to.
To talk to him.
Yeah, like he's one of the founding.
They would look as how everything has
Yeah, like
occurred.
what the hell did you do? Like, you know what we did to give this to you and you've
Yeah.
given it all back?
And you done pissed it away.
Yeah.
Instead of the Britain overlords, it's the Chinese overlords. If you were a gold medalist Olympian, what would your event be?
Speed walking.
You know, I bet I'd do okay just because of gravity and some sort of a sledding, like the luge or like a one man bob
Skeleton.
It got extra mass.
Instead of speed walking for me, I want to say pole vaulting.
One hell of
I think
a
it-
stick.
I think I'd be. I think I'd.
You know that tree you showed us
I
earlier?
think I'd be a stellar pole vaulter.
But I mean, if you're a gold medal Olympian,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. I think it would be. I think there's something cool if you win.
If I won gold, could you imagine the other some bitches I'm competing against?
It happens.
They
100.
spiked the punch.
I was gonna say they hit that punch bowl pretty hard.
I would do the 100. because you're the
Springer?
fastest man alive.
Yeah.
You're the fastest man alive.
Usain Bolt.
Yeah. I mean, he's made a living running 100 yards. I mean, he's ran the 200. He's ran
What's that
others.
one woman that did it? Hell, she's smoking pot before she won the damn thing. What was her name? The real long braids, big old fingernails, black girl. She ran.
Yeah.
She ran.
Something Richardson.
Her mom passed away, and she just smoked a little pot to ease the pain.
It's something Richardson, I think. If you could be invisible for the day, where would you go and what would you see?
This is that could be terrible. If I was invisible for the day and I could go anywhere and see anything I wanted to see,
What is it?
yeah,
Kari
Yeah.
Richardson. It is Richardson, though, right? Yeah.
She's not even the fastest woman in the world. Florence Griffith Joyner is. If I could go anywhere in the world and be
For 24 hours?
24 hours. Well, he said for the day. My assumption is 24 hours.
I don't know, man. That's tough. I mean, without being a super perv and saying like a college volleyball locker room,
Well, they already did that.
you know.
Talk to the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, like whoever. I mean, one of those pervy things you could come up with, but like, I don't know, like it just to be like a fly on the wall kind of situation, like maybe like the war room or something, you know, like something super classified that there was some shit going down that you were going to listen in on, or like the people that are talking about aliens, you know, like Sector 7, you know, like some really high end weird shit that you're going to come out and you could be a whistleblower and change the world.
Smoke Dragon.
Oh, man, I don't want to say mine now.
Why?
I guess I just felt like if you were invisible for 24 hours, you'd have to do the right thing by the world and humanity. And there's probably some people that need taken care of.
Oh, yeah, vigilante justice type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm in. I changed mine.
Assassin Dave.
Yeah. What you got?
I would want to be in the White House
Yeah.
with the current situation that's going on because I'd really want to see what it's really like.
Running his teleprompter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Rod Burgundy. What was it? He called Putin an SOB and then said our biggest crisis we face is global warming.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. The guy that could push a button and send a nuke our way.
The number one way to prepare for a hurricane is to get vaccinated.
Who said that?
Joe Biden. Somebody guys yeah.
Just mumble into the mic. They'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
If the day had 30 hours in it versus 24, what would you do with the extra 6 hours in a day?
Sleep.
30 hours?
Yep.
Well, the
versus
bitch of
24.
that is if you went off the deal. So the reason they made an 8-hour work day is so you could have 8 hours with your family or at home and then 8 hours of sleep every night. And that's your 24 hours. So then it'll just turn into a 10-hour work day, 10 hours with your family, 10 hours for sleep. So a little bit of it would be sleep. Then I feel like that would also dick up good grief insurance and everything. Just everything we know is based off of a 40-hour work week. And now that's all going to go to hell because you got more time out of work. You can't just be out of work for all that because you're using more money. So I guess, yeah, I'd probably just be working the whatever percentage increase that 6 hours is out of a 24-hour day. So 25%, I guess.
Rain Man.
Jesus. What about you, Casey?
I think it would, if the weather was nice, it'd be bookmarked for golf.
What if the 6 hours is in the dark?
Well, I think you can get your 6 hours wherever you want.
Okay.
Never damn.
Well, maybe not. If Google was no longer an option, could you survive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Seems to be concerned about it. Hey, John, thanks for the questions. We appreciate it.
Get it.
It's a stab.
That was a stab.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. He
I was
doesn't care.
thinking, man, there's
He's an
like
idiot.
Mozilla and
I can't call him a fat bastard anymore because he's a skinny bastard.
Lost a bunch of weight.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you said, yeah. So anyways, John, thanks for the questions. Appreciate it. Thanks for keeping Big Mace honest. He'll never stop his Google obsession, but that's okay.
That's facts, bro.
Facts. That's what it is.
Try to deal in facts.
Hey, it is time. The show has come to an end. 218 is a wrap. But before we go, one more trip around the table, and it's sponsored by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. The Last Pass is proudly sponsored by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. Now let's talk about the current weather situation. It's been all over the map so far. We have had super cold and very mild, some snow and some rain. However, as we all know, conditions can change swiftly here in southern Indiana. Our golden rule is simple. Don't get caught unprepared. It's crucial to act preemptively, especially when it comes to your equipment, whether it's your tractor, side-by-side, snowblower, or any other essential gear. Hopf Outdoor Power is here to assist you in upgrading your equipment or ensuring that your existing machinery stays in top-notch condition. Visit Hopf Outdoor Power today and be well prepared for whatever weather comes our way this year. All righty, big fella, we got.
If you're listening to this now on March the 1st, hopefully I'm still alive. I've got a surgery coming up. Well, I would have had a surgery 2 days ago, right? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Get this thing cut out of my foot. Hopefully get back on the feet and get ready to go recovery-wise. So send up some peas for me. You know, keep me in your thoughts and whatnots. And other than that, we got some big things coming down the pipeline. Barbecue competition. We're working on the logistics for that already. Lockdown. We're going to move. We're going to logistically move within the park to more, so accommodate more teams. And
we really need to get something officially posted.
Yeah, we need to get that rolling. But other than that, just know that it's going to be flat this year. There should be no hill cooking, which is good. And
a view of the lake.
Yeah, it's going to be, and then, the cabin's right there. We're going to move our cooks meeting, all that stuff. Anyway, Casey's probably going to talk about some other stuff we got coming up with some entertainment in September, which I know we got some time to get through the summer. I'm sure we'll book some other events too, but we got a little bit of a comedy event coming up. You'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Casey,
Is that official?
Casey and I is going to probably have to dabble in dip our toes into the waters of that for a while, which it'll be fun. We'll miss.
That'd be good.
We'll miss
Couch
it.
guy, are you going to go to that?
He might be able to sit in.
We're hoping somebody will
Video it. Yeah. We'll video it.
Okay.
We'll make sure it happens. But other than that, peace, love, and prosperity, positivity. Live long and prosper, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound like shit. What you got, Dave?
Sometimes a person's absence can speak as much or more of their influence or their impact they leave as their presence can. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When people notice things about you, and not being able to wash my hair as freely as I'd like this week has had me thinking about that, being a portly fella.
Right.
So this week it's all about good hygiene.
Yeah.
You don't want the room to smell better when you leave. So if nothing else, always wash your ass. I just felt like I needed to throw that in there.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
That's a good one.
Yeah, great.
What you got?
I guess the business end of all this. So Holland Fest, as we are the Wondering Dutchmen from Holland, Indiana, we are big fans of the Holland Fest, where in which we will have the second annual barbecue competition, as the big fella alluded to. But Friday night, join us in the beer garden because our buddies from Overboard will be taking the stage at the Holland Fest. So that'll be Friday night, September 21st?
No.
20th.
20th.
Yeah, 21st.
20th or 20. No, because if the 14th is.
Oh, for God's sake.
Somebody check a date.
Yep, working on
It'd
it.
be the 13th. It's Friday the 13th.
Friday to the
That's right.
13th
We already
with
covered this.
Overboard. We'll probably do something fun for it. We're big fans of those guys.
Yeah.
But we've been able to twist the arms to be that our friends from Overboard need to come out and rock. If you were at the Gaslight Wondering Dutchman collaboration on Halloween, those guys rocked out. They were excellent. See them again. Can only imagine what it's going to be. We'll have to bring the guys on, talk about it a little bit as we get down there. But we're in February. Well, this is March. So in 6 months' time, this will be important. Some closer news. We're in conversation with a couple things that could be very interesting this summer. Just know that it's not going to change anything we do, but it's a little something extra that we may take on to see what happens. But could be very fun this summer. Could be a very interesting summer for your Wondering Dutchman. Excited to think about those possibilities. Obviously, we do in conjunction with the Eclipse. We'll be up there. I think we're at the Gaslight
On the Friday night, I believe.
Friday night.
Before the
Hopefully a packed house.
Friday or Saturday before the
We'll be there signing autographs, shaking hands, kissing babies. But we're talking to another friend of ours about trying to do something this summer.
Yeah.
We're trying to get him wrangled in. He's a busy guy,
Yeah.
busy guy.
right.
But we got a lot of irons in the fire with that. So I think that covers it on the business end.
I thought you was going to say with that. But
Oh,
I thought you were shutting her down. But you're not, and I love it.
no, I can't. I'm done.
No,
no, I'm
not.
done.
No,
No,
it's fine.
I'm done.
You said that
I don't
was
need-
all that on the business end. And
And then I was going to go to the personal stuff, but that's okay.
No, don't
we're
you
out.
dare. No, we're not leaving.
Dutchman out.
It ain't
We're
over.
not out.
It's not over.
See you guys.
No.
Dutchman out.